This is your frequency. For the woman who feels everything and rises anyway. For the woman who is done pretending she is less than she is. Settle in. Let the 42 hertz do what words can't. This playlist is yours. From the first breath to the last note. Tu es exactement où tu dois être. Press play and remember who you are. I used to apologize for feeling everything so deeply, like my heart was a flaw and not a frequency. I hid my tears behind a face of steel, convinced that softness was a weakness I couldn't afford to feel. But the oak tree doesn't survive because it refuses to bend. It survives because its roots go deeper than the storm can comprehend. My softness is not where I am fragile. My softness is where I am most powerful. My softness is the root, not the wound. My tenderness blooms in every room. I feel it all and I still rise. My softness is my power in disguise. I have cried in the morning and closed deals by noon. I have fallen apart and pulled myself back together. That's what women do. My sensitivity is not a liability. It is my highest frequency. The woman who feels deeply, builds deeply, leads deeply, earns deeply. Ma douceur n'est pas un obstacle à mon abondance. Elle en est la source. I don't perform strength, I live inside it. I hold space for others because I first held it for myself. And from that fullness, everything I touch begins to prosper. My softness is the root, not the wound. My tenderness blooms in every room. I feel it all and I still rise. My softness is my power in disguise. There was a time I thought I had to choose between being tender and being strong, between feeling everything and standing tall. But that was the lie I was taught by a world that feared women who felt, because the woman who feels everything and still rises is the most dangerous and the most divine thing on this earth. Je m'y permets de trembler et d'avancer en même temps. Both, always both. My softness is the root, not the wound. My tenderness blooms in every room. I feel it all and I still rise. My softness is my power in disguise. I am tender and I am unbreakable. I feel deeply and I build abundantly. My softness is the foundation of everything I'm creating. Ma douceur est ma force et ma richesse commence ici. Luxury is not a destination I'm waiting to reach. It is the language I speak every day. Je vis dans l'excellence maintenant. In the small things, in every single thing. I don't wait until I make it to treat myself well. I pour the good wine now, I use the nice dishes now. I buy the silk that makes me feel like myself, not as a reward, as a standard. I light the candle on a Tuesday. I wear the dress that makes me feel like a vision, not for anyone, for the woman I already am. Luxury starts in how I treat myself when no one is watching. Luxury is my language, I speak it every day. Luxury is my language in everything, every way. I don't wait for more to live like I deserve. Luxury is my language and I speak it now. My home is a sanctuary, not just a space. My mornings are a ritual, not just a routine. I eat well, I sleep on sheets that feel like a reward. Je m'offre ce qu'il y a de mieux parce que je le mérite maintenant, not someday now. The energy of luxury is available to me today, in the way I walk, in the way I speak, in the way I decide. My standard is not attached to my bank balance, it is attached to my identity, and she has always been first class. Luxury is my language, I speak it every day. Luxury is my language in everything, every way. I don't wait for more to live like I deserve. Luxury is my language and I speak it now. There is a woman who saves the good perfume for special occasions and dies never having worn it. I am not her. I am the woman who wears it on a Wednesday, who orders what she actually wants, who books the room with the view, because life is not a rehearsal. Et le luxe n'est pas une récompense, c'est une identité. I inhabit it now, in the small, in the daily, in the sacred, ordinary. Luxury is my language, I speak it every day. Luxury is my language in everything, everywhere. Luxury is my language and I speak it now. I live beautifully now, not someday. Every detail of my life reflects who I am. Je vis dans l'excellence chaque jour. Luxury is my normal, and I accept that fully. I was not born into lack. I was born into a universe of infinite supply. Je me souviens maintenant, l'abondance était toujours la vérité. And I claim what was always mine. They told me wanting more was selfish, that gratitude meant accepting the minimum. They handed me a story of scarcity, and I carried it like it was mine. But that story was never written for me. It was inherited, and I am returning it. Lack was the lie, abundance was always the truth. And today I choose to remember. not my reward.
Abundance is my birthright.
I don't have to afford, it flows to me, it finds me, it knows my name.
Abundance is my birthright,
and I will never forget again. I receive money without guilt because I know it belongs to me. I receive opportunities without shock because I expect them. I receive love without suspicion because I know I deserve it fully. L'abondance n'est pas une surprise, c'est mon état naturel retrouvé. I don't hustle from desperation, I create from overflow. I don't earn from fear, I build from identity. The woman who knows abundance is her birthright doesn't chase it, she simply makes space and lets it arrive.
abundance is my birthright,
not my reward.
abundance is my birthright.
I don't have to afford, it flows to me, it finds me, it knows my name.
Abundance is my birthright,
and I will never forget again. The cycle of lack ends with me. My children will not inherit scarcity, they will inherit overflow. My name will be associated with prosperity, not with struggle. I am the woman who broke the pattern, pas par chance, par décision. Every morning I wake up and I choose abundance, not as a wish, as a remembering. And the universe reorganizes itself around that truth every single time. Abundance is my birthright, not my reward.
abundance is my birthright.
I don't have to afford, it flows to me, it finds me, it knows my name.
Abundance is my birthright,
And I will never forget again. I remember now, abundance was always mine. The lack was never the truth. This is l'abondance, c'est mon héritage, ma nature, ma réalité. I receive it fully, I live it completely, now and always. I am allowed to receive fully, completely, without shrinking. Je reçois sans culpabilité, sans condition. My hands are open and my life is ready. Someone paid me a compliment and I deflected. Someone offered me help and I refused. Someone gave me money and I immediately thought of giving it away. Like receiving was a debt I had to repay. I was so conditioned to give that I forgot how to receive. So busy being enough for everyone else that I left myself empty. Today that pattern ends, I open my hands completely. I receive without guilt, money, love, and grace. I receive without guilt, I hold it, I embrace. I don't shrink from what is mine. I receive without guilt, fully, every time. When money comes, I say thank you and I keep it. When love arrives, I don't push it away with questions. When success finds me, I let it stay without minimizing it. Je reçois l'abondance comme ce qu'elle est, mon état naturel. I am allowed to have beautiful things. I am allowed to be generously paid. I am allowed to be loved without limits. I am allowed to extraordinary. Without waiting for the catch, I receive without guilt, money, love, and grace. I receive without guilt, I hold it, I embrace. I don't shrink from what is mine. I receive without guilt, fully, every time. The woman who cannot receive cannot truly give, because you cannot pour from a vessel that refuses to be filled. I feel myself first, now I receive before I redistribute. I let abundance land without redirecting it, without doubting it. A woman who receives fully gives from overflow, not from sacrifice. Sans culpabilité, sans condition, sans limite. That is the woman I am, and she changes everything around her. I receive without guilt, money, love, and grace. I receive without guilt, I hold it, I embrace. I don't shrink from what is mine. I receive without guilt, fully, every time. I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, money, love, success, grace, all of it. Je reçois pleinement, sans m'excuser d'en vouloir plus. My hands are open, my life is full. I'm not here to be applauded. I'm here to be real. And the most magnetic, most prosperous version of me is the one who stopped performing and started being. Je suis réel, complètement, maintenant. I used to shape myself to fit the room, smile when it hurt, stay when I should've moved. I performed strength when I was breaking down. Now I wear my truth like the finest gown. I don't explain myself to those who wouldn't understand anyway. I walk in fully or I don't walk in, that's the only way. My presence doesn't need an introduction. I am the answer, not the question. I stopped performing, I started being. I stopped shrinking, I started seeing. Everything I am is more than enough. I stopped performing, I am the one I was looking for. I am the one I was looking for. The most attractive thing I ever did was stop trying to be attractive. The most profitable thing I ever did was stop doing what didn't feel like me. When I became fully myself, the right clients appeared. When I stopped performing, confidence, real confidence arrived. L'authenticité, mon business model le plus puissant. What is real in me cannot be competed with. What is mine in me cannot be replicated. And the world pays premium for what cannot be found anywhere else. I stopped performing, I started being. I stopped shrinking, I started seeing. Everything I am is more than enough. I stopped performing, I am the one I was looking for. I am the one I was looking for. There was a version of me that needed you to believe in her. She's not here anymore. There was a version of me that asked for a seat at your table. She built her own table, and this seat's exactly who she chooses. I don't need your validation to know what I'm worth. I was always the prize, I just finally stopped pretending I wasn't. Je suis la femme que j'attendais, and I am here now, fully, finally. I stopped performing, I started being. I stopped shrinking, I started seeing. Everything I am is more than enough. I stopped performing, I am the one I was looking for. I am the one I was looking for. No performance needed, no mask required. I'm exactly who I was always meant to be. Authentique, magnétique, prospère. And she is more than enough. She is extraordinary. Everything I touch prospers. Every seed I plant grows.
Tout ce que je crée porte du fruit.
My hands are fertile. My vision is powerful. Ideas I planted become empires. I have seen decisions I made open doors I couldn't predict. What looked like risk became the best move I ever made. What looked like loss became the lesson that multiplied my wealth. My instincts are my most valuable asset. My creativity is the engine of my abundance. I don't just work, I cultivate. And everything I cultivate thrives. Everything I touch prospers. It grows and multiplies. Everything I touch prospers. No limit, no disguise. My hands are an instrument of abundance. Everything I touch prospers. And I trust that completely. Because I show up with intention. My relationship thrive because I bring my whole self. My body heals because I listen to it with respect. My finances expand because I treat money with honor. Tout ce que je touche devient plus grand que ce que j'imaginais. I'm not afraid of my own potential. I don't self-sabotage what starts to work. I let it grow, I let it be as big as it wants to be. It grows and multiplies. Everything I touch prospers. No limit, no disguise. My hands are an instrument of abundance. Everything I touch prospers. And I trust that completely. There was a time I was afraid of my own success. I would get close and then find a way to shrink back. I would almost arrive and then convince myself I wasn't ready no more. I let success land fully now. I let prosperity stay. I let what grows grow without pulling it back. Mes mains sont fertiles et je leur fais confiance. Everything I touch, everything prospers. Everything I touch prospers. It grows and multiplies. Everything I touch prospers. No limit, no disguise. My hands are an instrument of abundance. Everything I touch prospers. And I trust that completely. It grows, it expands, it thrives. Every project, every vision, every seed. Tout ce que je touche prospère. My hands are golden and I know it Money knows my name. It has always known where to find me. I am not chasing, I am being found. L'abondance me reconnaît. I used to run after every opportunity, like abundance was a train I might miss. I hustled from a place of fear, not power, convinced that rest was something I didn't deserve. But money doesn't follow the desperate, it follows the woman who knows she's already it. I stopped running the day I realized that what is mine has always known my address. Money knows my name, it finds me where I stand. Money knows my name, it comes to me as planned. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't perform for it. Money knows my name, and it always finds its way. Every bill I pay comes back multiplied. Every door that closed was hiding 10 behind. L'argent circule librement vers moi maintenant. I receive without guilt, without shrinking, without shock. My bank account reflects a woman who believes, not a woman who is waiting to be relieved. I am already the frequency that wealth recognizes, and I open my hands fully to receive. Money knows my name, it finds me where I stand. Money knows my name, it comes to me as planned. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't perform for it. Money knows my name, and it always finds its way. There was a time I thought money was for other women, women who were luckier, bolder, more connected. But I was wrong. Money flows where identity is solid. Money flows where worth is non-negotiable. Money flows where a woman has stopped apologizing for wanting more. Je suis cette femme, maintenant complètement, sans doute. And money has always known it. Money knows my name, it finds me where I stand. Money knows my name, it comes to me as planned. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't perform for it. Money knows my name, and it always finds its way. I am found, I am known, I am chosen by abundance. Money flows to me easily and naturally. L'argent m'y connaît et il revient toujours. I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. My vision is not a dream, it is a memory of what's coming. It is already real. Je vis déjà dans cette version de ma vie. I am just closing the gap. I close my eyes and I see her clearly. The woman I'm becoming, she's already there. She lives in a home that reflects her standard. She moves through the world with an ease I recognize. She is not anxious about money, she's familiar with wealth. She is not hoping for love, she is held by it. I know her face because it's mine. I know a life because it's already been decided. My vision is already real. I'm just walking toward it. My vision is already real. Nothing can abort it. I see it, I feel it. I live inside it now. My vision is already real, and I know exactly how. I don't visualize from lack, I remember from knowing. I don't hope for the life I want, I assume it's mine. The version of me that has everything I desire is not a fantasy, she is my next address. Je déménage dans ma meilleure vie maintenant. Every thought I think is an act of moving closer. Every standard I hold is a confirmation that the life I see is the life I'm already living. My vision is already real. I'm just walking toward it. My vision is already real. Nothing can abort it. I see it, I feel it. I live inside it now. My vision is already real, and I know exactly how. Manifestation is not hoping, it is knowing with such certainty that your body starts living the answer before the question is even asked. I walk like she walks, I decide like she decides, I receive like she receives, because she and I, we are the same woman. La version accomplie de moi n'est pas dans le futur. She is in this breath, in this moment, in this choice right now. My vision is already real. I'm just walking toward it. My vision is already real. Nothing can abort it. I see it, I feel it. I live inside it now. My vision is already real, and I know exactly how. It is done. It is real. It is mine. I see her, I am her, we are one. My vision est ma réalité. I live there now, completely, already, always. I am my first choice, not after everyone else before. Je me choisis en premier, toujours sans explication. And from that place, everything in my life rises. There were rooms where I waited to be chosen, hands wide open, hearts already broken. I kept showing up for people who showed up halfway. Je me suis fatiguée de mendier ma place. I was the option when I deserved to be the answer. I was the backup plan when I was born to be the dancer. The day I stopped waiting to be picked was the day my whole life finally clicked. She chooses herself, no apology. She chooses herself, that's her theology. First on her list, first in the room. She chooses herself, and everything else follows soon. And everything else follows. I don't wait for love that comes with conditions. I don't dim my light to ease someone's vision. My standards are not a list of demands, they are a description of who I am. And the people, the clients, the opportunities that stay, meet me there. Je n'accepte plus ceux qui rapetissent ma vie pour faire de la place aux autres. I invest in myself before I invest in anyone else. Because a woman who chooses herself first builds a life that reflects her actual worth, not her fear. She
chooses herself.
No apology,
She chooses herself.
that's her theology. First on her list, first in the room,
She chooses herself.
and everything else follows soon. And everything else follows soon. I used to think choosing myself was selfish until I understood that a woman running on empty cannot build an empire, cannot love with depth, cannot lead with clarity. Se choisir n'est pas de l'égoïsme, c'est la fondation de tout. The woman who chooses herself teaches every person in her life exactly how to treat her, and she never has to repeat the lesson twice.
She chooses herself.
No apology,
She chooses herself.
that's her theology. First on her list, first in the room,
She chooses herself.
and everything else follows soon. I choose me fully, deliberately, without apology. My peace, my standard, my vision, all chosen by me. Je me choisis aujourd'hui et chaque jour. And from that choice, my whole life is built. Yeah. I don't try to be magnetic. I simply stop trying to be anything else. Je suis la fréquence que tout attire. My presence is enough. It has always been enough. I walk into rooms and something shifts. Not because I perform, because I simply exist. I stop contorting myself to be what others wanted, and everything I actually wanted started showing up. The right people feel me before I say a word. The wrong ones feel it too and quietly disappear. That's not a coincidence, that's calibration. My frequency does the work, so I don't have to. Magnetic woman, I don't chase what's mine. Magnetic woman, everything aligns. I stand in my power and the world rearranges. Magnetic woman, effortless and divine. Opportunities find me in the most unexpected places. The right doors open before I even knock. Connections that matter appear at the perfect moment. L'univers conspire pour moi, pas contre moi. I don't force, I don't manipulate, I don't convince. I simply remain so rooted in who I am that everything meant for me has a direct path straight to me. No detour, no delay. Magnetic woman, I don't chase what's mine. Magnetic woman, everything aligns. I stand in my power and the world rearranges. Magnetic woman, effortless and divine. Herself performing magnetism, trying every technique, every formula, every trick. And there is a woman who simply knows that the most attractive thing she can be is completely, unapologetically herself. Je suis cette femme-là, the one who stopped trying to attract and became impossible to ignore. Magnetic woman, I don't chase what's mine. Magnetic woman, everything aligns. I stand in my power and the world rearranges. Magnetic
am magnetic, not because I try, but because I am fully, completely myself. Je suis la fréquence, et tout répond. Everything meant for me finds me. Always. Always.
I run my life like the CEO I am. Every decision is mine. Every standard is mine. Je suis la dirigeante de ma propre histoire. I don't wait for the board to approve my vision. I don't ask the room if my dream makes sense. I have a seat at every table that matters, because I built the table, set the chairs. My mornings are strategic, my boundaries are policy. My no is final and my yes is deliberate. I don't react, I respond. I don't follow, I lead. I am the executive of everything I need. CEO of my own life, I make the calls. CEO of my own life, I don't ask, I install. My vision, my standard, my pace, my throne. CEO of my own life, and I run it alone. I know that. I delegate what drains me, I invest in what grows me. I protect my time like the currency it is. My energy is a resource, not everyone gets access. Je suis sélective parce que je suis stratégique. I don't manage my life, I lead it. I don't survive my days, I design them. Every room I walk into shifts when I arrive, because a woman with a vision is impossible to ignore. I make the calls. CEO of my own life, I don't ask, I install. My vision, my standard, my pace, my throne. CEO of my own life, and I run it alone. The old version of me waited for someone to notice her potential. She sat quiet in meetings where her ideas were the best in the room. She shrunk herself into roles that were too small for her vision, not anymore.
I speak first now, I lead the meeting now, I set the agenda now. Ma vie est mon entreprise et elle est prospère.
And I am the most powerful woman in this room.
CEO of my own life,
I make the calls.
CEO of my own life,
I don't ask, I install. My vision, my standard, my pace, my throne.
CEO of my own life,
And I run it alone. I lead with clarity, I move with intention. Every decision I make builds the empire I'm becoming. Je dirige, je décide, je crée. This is my company, this is my life. I am not trying to meet the standard. I am the standard. Je ne cours plus après une référence. I am the reference. I used to model myself on women I admired, studied their moves, their style, their way of being. There is nothing wrong with learning from greatness, but I was doing it from a place of lack, not inspiration. I was trying to become acceptable by someone else's measure, when I was already the measure. The day I stopped asking, am I enough by this standard, was the day I became my own. I am the standard, not the student of it. I am the standard, I live and breathe it. I don't aspire, I inspire. I am the standard, and she keeps rising. The way I carry myself, they notice how I enter, how I hold my ground, how I speak. Not because I perform, because I am fully inhabited. Je suis tellement moi-même que ça devient une référence pour les autres. My elegance is not borrowed, it is original. My confidence is not studied, it is lived. My standard is not a destination I'm headed toward. It is the ground I already stand on. I am the standard, not the student of it. I am the standard, I live and breathe it. I don't aspire, I inspire. I am the standard, and she keep rising. Every woman who sees me and thinks I want to feel like that is not seeing something I achieve. She is seeing something she recognized, because we all carry this. But I chose to stop hiding mine. Je ne cache plus ce que je suis. I let it show fully, visibly, unapologetically. And in doing so, I give other women permission to do the same. That is what a standard does, it raises the wrong standard. Not the student of it. I am the standard, I live and breathe it. I don't aspire, I inspire. I am the standard, and she keeps rising. Every day I become more of what I already am. I know what I'm worth, and I will never put it on sale. Je connais ma valeur. What is mine comes to me at full price. I used to work twice as hard for half the price, convinced that struggle was the toll for a beautiful life. I discounted everything, my time, my gifts, my mind, like I owed the world a deal on something one of a kind. But honey, a Birkin doesn't go on sale, and neither do I, that's not a detail. My value doesn't flex with who's in the room. I know what I'm worth, and I expect the world to know it too. Worth knows no discount, I don't negotiate my value. Worth knows no discount, what's mine comes to me, that's what's true. Ooh, I stopped undercharging when I stopped undervaluing. Worth knows no discount, and I'm done pretending otherwise. Money follows the woman who knows who she is, not the one who's desperate, not the one who begs. L'argent circule vers les femmes qui savent ce qu'elles valent. I don't chase abundance, I become the frequency it recognizes. I raise my prices when I raise my standard. I raise my standard when I know myself better. My income is a mirror, it reflects what I believe, and I believe I deserve everything I receive. Worth knows no discount, I don't negotiate my value. Worth knows no discount, what's mine comes to me, that's what's true. I stopped undercharging when I stopped undervaluing. Worth knows no discount, and I'm done pretending otherwise. I walked away from contracts that didn't honor me. I raised my rates and the right clients appeared, because abundance doesn't float toward desperation. It floats toward a woman who already knows she's worth it. Je gagne de l'argent en étant pleinement moi-même. That is my business model. That is my only model. Worth knows no discount. I don't negotiate my value. Worth knows no discount. What's mine comes to me, that's what's true. I stopped undercharging when I stopped undervaluing. Worth knows no discount, and I'm done pretending otherwise. What is mine cannot pass me. I receive with open hands and a knowing heart. Je connais ma valeur, and I will never put it on sale again. I set the terms in my relationships, in my business, in my life. Je fixe les conditions, pas les autres. My yes is deliberate, and my no is final. I don't accept the terms I'm handed. I write my own every time. I don't sign contracts that don't honor my value. I don't enter relationships that ask me to shrink. The conditions of my life are set by me, and I revisit them every time I grow, because the woman I am today has higher standards than the woman I was when I last agreed. I set the terms, my life, my rules. I set the terms, I'm nobody's fool. What I accept is what I've chosen. I set the terms, and they keep evolving. In love, I require presence, not just proximity. In business, I require respect, not just revenue. In friendship, I require reciprocity, not just history. Je n'accepte plus les miettes par loyauté. My standards are not a list of demands. They are a description of who I am, and the people who stay are the ones who can meet me there. Everyone else is gently, firmly released. I set the terms, my life, my rules. I set the terms, I'm nobody's fool. What I accept is what I've chosen. I set the terms, and they keep evolving. The most powerful sentence I ever learned was not I love you or I'm sorry. It was these are my terms. Said calmly, said clearly, said without apology. Because a woman who knows her terms cannot be manipulated, cannot be undervalued, cannot be kept in a situation that doesn't serve her. Je fixe les conditions de ma vie avec grâce et sans négociation. And that is non-negotiable. I set the terms, my terms. I set the terms, I'm nobody's fool. What I accept is what I've chosen. I set the terms, and they keep evolving. My yes is sacred. My no is final. I write the contract of my own life. Je fixe les termes,
toujours sans excuses. And I only sign what honors who I am.
I don't compete, there is no competition. I am in a category of one.
Je crée, je ne cours pas.
My lane was built for me alone. I used to watch what others were doing and shrink, convinced that their success was evidence of my lack. I compared my chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10 and wondered why I always came up short. But comparison is a game designed to make me lose, because the measuring stick was never built for someone like me. I am not a variation of what already exists. I am an original, and originals don't compete. I don't compete, I create. My lane is mine alone.
I don't compete, I create.
I build my own throne.
No one is running this race.
It's not a race.
I don't compete, I create.
And I win by
Showing up.
and I win by
Showing up.
and I win by
Showing up.
Other women's success doesn't take from mine. There is more than enough light for every woman to shine. When she wins, I study not to copy, to understand that the universe has abundance for every woman's plan. Je célèbre les autres parce que je sais que mon tour est inévitable. I don't scroll with envy, I scroll with inspiration. My gifts are not in competition with hers, they are in conversation with the world on my own terms.
I don't compete, I create.
My lane is mine alone.
I don't compete, I create.
I build my own throne.
No one is running this race.
It's not a race.
I don't compete, I create.
And I win by
Showing up.
and I win by
Showing up.
and I win by
Showing up.
The woman who competes is always behind, because she's running someone else's race,
On someone else's track.
towards someone else's finish line. I stepped off that track the day I realized that the most powerful thing I could do was be so completely, specifically, undeniably myself, que personne ne pourrait jamais me remplacer. I am the category,
And the category is closed. I don't compete, I create.
my lane is mine alone.
I create.
I build my own throne.
No one is running this race.
It's not a race.
I don't compete, I create.
And I win by
Showing up.
and I win by
Showing up.
my lane is mine. No one can walk it but me. I create what has never existed before. Je suis l'original, irremplaçable, souverain.
I don't compete, I simply
Become more of myself. I am a financial queen. I build, I multiply, I protect. L'argent travaille pour moi. I'm sovereign over my wealth, now and always. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand money, and money understands me. I know where it comes from and where it needs to go. I invest in assets, I eliminate debt with intention. I build multiple streams because one was never enough. I am now waiting for a windfall. I am creating legacy. I don't just earn, I multiply, I allocate, I grow. My financial life is as elegant as everything else about me. Je suis une femme qui bâtit, pas qui attend.
Financial queen,
I build my own wealth.
financial queen,
Abundance and health. Money multiplies in my hands, in my name.
financial queen,
And I'll never be the same. I know my numbers, I am not afraid of them. I negotiate my rates because I know what I bring. I invest before I spend, I say before I share. I read the contract before I sign every single time. La reine financière ne signe pas les yeux fermés. She knows the terms,
she sets the terms.
my financial boundaries are as strong as my personal ones, and no one crosses either without my full agreement. Financial
Queen,
I build my
financial queen,
abundance and health. Money multiplies in my hands, in my name.
financial queen,
And I'll never be the same. Generational wealth starts with a woman who decided that the cycle of lack ends with her. That her children inherit abundance, not anxiety. That her name becomes synonymous with prosperity. I am that woman. Je suis celle qui a décidé que ça s'arrête ici. Le manque n'est plus héréditaire. I build not just for me, but for every woman who comes after. And that is the most powerful thing I will ever do. Financial
queen,
I build my
financial queen,
abundance and health. Money multiplies in my hands, in my name.
financial queen,
And I'll never be the same. I build wealth, I protect wealth, I grow wealth. My name and money are aligned. Je suis une reine financière, maintenant et pour toujours. The cycle of abundance starts with me. I am ready. I have always been ready. I don't wait for the perfect moment. Je suis le bon moment.
I move now, I lead now, I go now.
I was waiting for the sign, the moment, the green light. Waiting for someone to tell me that my dream was right. I kept preparing like preparation was the destination. Kept rehearsing like rehearsal was a substitute for creation. But no one is coming to crown me, I crown myself. No one is coming to give me permission, I give it myself. I am the authority on my own life. I stop waiting tonight.
I don't wait for permission,
I move, I lead, I go.
I don't wait for permission.
I already know
I am the architect of
everything I'm building.
I don't wait for permission.
I am ready now. I used to ask, am I ready? When I was already there. I used to look outside when the answer was always here.
Je n'attends plus le bon moment, je suis le bon moment.
The timing is never perfect, that was always the lie. I make the decision first and the clarity follows. I build the plane while it's already flying. My vision doesn't need consensus to be valid. Je dirige ma vie comme une CEO. Avec grâce, sans excuser.
I don't wait for permission.
I move, I lead, I go.
I don't wait for permission.
I already know
I am the architect of
everything I'm building.
I don't wait for permission.
I am ready now. The woman I'm becoming didn't wait. She decided before the conditions were perfect. She launched before she felt ready. She spoke before her voice stopped shaking. And every single time the universe met her there. Because the universe doesn't reward the prepared, it rewards the decided. Je me suis décidé et tout a commencé à bouger. I am decided. she already won. The version of me I'm becoming, she's already there. Elle a déjà gagné, and I live from that place right now. She woke up this morning in the life she designed. She checked her accounts and smiled, not out the relief, out the familiarity. She moved through her day with the ease of someone who knows that the hard part is behind her and the good part is permanent. She is not waiting for her life to begin. She is already inside it, deeply, fully, completely. And when I close my eyes, I can see her so clearly, because she is me right now, not someday. She already won, and so have I. She already won, no more asking why. The version of me that has everything is real. She already won, and I can feel it. I don't manifest from hoping, I assume from nothing. I don't pray for the life I want, I inhabit it now. My body moves like a woman who has already arrived. My decisions come from a woman who already has enough. Elle vit dans l'abondance, et cette femme c'est moi. I don't wait for the evidence before I believe. I believe first, and the evidence reorganizes itself around my belief. That is not magic, that is the law, and I work it every single day. She already won, and so have I. She already won, no more asking why. The version of me that has everything is real. Ooh, she already won, and I can feel it. Yeah. Stop waiting for the sign, stop waiting for the confirmation, stop waiting for the feeling of being ready. Stop waiting, she's already there. Stop waiting, do you feel her? Stop waiting, she is already rich. Do you feel? She is already loved. Do you feel her? She's already free. Do you feel her? C'est toi, c'était toujours toi. Close the gap between who you are and who you know you are. She already won, and she's been waiting for you to join her. She already won, and so have I. She already won, no more asking why. The version of me that has everything is real. She already won, and I can feel it. Yeah. It is done. It was always done. It is done. It was always done. It is done. It was always done. I joined the version of me who already has everything. Elle a gagné, j'ai gagné, c'est fait. I live there now, in the victory, in the abundance, in the joy. I am undeniable. You can delay what's mine, you cannot deny it. Je suis inévitable. Everything I am will be seen in full. They tried to overlook me, I kept showing up. They tried to minimize me, I kept growing. Every door they closed, I walked through the wall. Every time they said not yet, I became more ready. I am not here to ask for recognition. I am here because my presence makes recognition inevitable. You cannot unsee what I am once you've seen it, and everyone sees it eventually. Undeniable, I can't be stopped, I can't be shrunk. Undeniable, past every wall, past every funk. My success is not a question of if, only when, only when. Undeniable, and it's happening now. My talent is not a secret, it's a delayed announcement. My success is not a maybe, it's a scheduled arrival. I know what I carry and I stop hiding it to make others comfortable. Je suis faite pour être vue pleinement, sans fil. I don't turn it down in rooms where I'm the most. I turn it up because someone in that room needs to see what's possible. My visibility is an act of service, and I serve without apology.
Undeniable,
I can't be stopped, I can't be shrunk. Hey.
undeniable,
Past every wall, past every funk. My success is not a question of it.
only way,
Only when
undeniable,
and it's happening now. Every woman who was told she was too much. Every woman who was passed over for someone more palatable. Every woman who dimmed her light to avoid making others uncomfortable. This is for you. You are not too much. You are exactly enough and then some. The world needs what you have at full volume. Ne te tais plus, ne te réduis plus, ne t'excuses plus. You are undeniable. Act like it.
undeniable,
I can't be stopped, I can't be shrunk. Oh yeah.
undeniable,
Past every wall, past every funk. My success is not a question of if,
only way,
only when
undeniable,
and it's happening now. I cannot be denied, I cannot be diminished. Everything I am will be seen and known. Je suis inévitable, je suis indéniable. The world makes room for me, it always does. This is my era. Not someday, no. C'est mon règne, il a déjà commencé. And I claim it with everything I am. I have done the inner work, now I do the outer work. I have healed what needed healing, now I build what needs building. I have waited long enough, I have prepared long enough. The moment I was waiting for is this one, right here. My era is not a future event on a calendar I can't see. My era is a declaration I make with every breath. Every decision, every standard, every boundary I hold is evidence that my era has already begun.
this is my era,
I claim it right now.
this is my era,
I don't wait, I vow. The time is mine, the vision is mine, the life is mine.
this is my era,
And it starts today. In this era, I earn what I'm worth without apology. In this era, I love who I am without condition. In this era, I build wealth with intention and grace. In this era, I take up space fully and without permission. C'est mon ère, celle de la femme souveraine, abondante et libre. In this era, I lead, not from fear, but from vision. In this era, I receive without guilt and without shrinking. In this era, I am completely, finally, irreversibly myself.
this is my era,
I claim it right now.
this is my era,
I don't wait, I vow. The time is mine, the vision is mine, the life is mine. Oh,
this is my era,
and it starts today. Every woman listening to this right now, is at the beginning of something that her past self could not have imagined. The girl who doubted you, she doesn't live here anymore. The version of you that waited, she retired. The woman who apologized for existing, she's done. What remains is you, the real one. Celle qui savait depuis le début qu'elle était faite pour plus. This is your era. Claim it fully, loudly, unapologetically. Right now,
This is my era.
I claim it right now.
This is my era.
I don't wait, I vow. The time is mine, the vision is mine, the life is mine.
This is my era.
And it starts today. My era is now. My reign has begun. Everything I am is ready. Everything I want is coming. C'est mon air, c'est mon moment, c'est ma vie. And I claim it completely, finally, now, yeah, yeah.